Hello, greetings. Alright, greetings everyone. I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm not doing a live stream. I probably should be, but I'm going to do more higher quality uploads if that's even possible on at least what I'm using at least. I try to make the quality of this as good as I can get it. This is the best I can get right now. So anyway, I'm going to retire what is it called again? Zoom, at least for my uploads. As for live streaming, well, I'll still do the webinars the way it is. Questions I'm not sure about. I might do just like I used to do before, just make the video and just upload it. So we'll see how things go with that. Live streaming, I'm going by what I'm feeling on all this. Feels like I give live streaming a little bit of a break. Have higher quality of these, and I think I'm benefiting the universe by doing so. Zoom makes no sense. I mean, it's obviously it's for members meetings. It just it's, you know, when I upload it, it's like this little square little video. That makes no sense. It's like you have a whole YouTube square, and then Zoom is like this big. It makes no sense. And yet I do a live, and it fills the whole frame up. It makes no sense. So what I'm using is called vMix, and it's for live streaming. I can stream. Well, my internet's not. I mean, my internet is like everything will go fine, and my internet is like tank. So with this, I'm just going to record it and then upload it. So far so good. I have two screens in front of me, so that's why my eyes are, I'm getting used to, like, where do I look at? And I was just looking at the camera, but even there, usually when you look at the camera, you can usually normally see yourself because you're looking at yourself. If that makes any sense. But anyway, so enough about that. It's 11 o'clock at night, and those that submitted questions, I didn't answer the ones that were submitted yesterday, but any day, you know, before that have been answered. Not received anything from me. These are the 5-minute questions. If not received anything from me, your email might not be working. There's one that kept coming back. I'm gonna have to give that person a call because none of the emails work. So this is why I send 2 emails. One through box.com, and I email it through my email to make sure that it goes through, because if it comes back, then it knows the problem, it knows you didn't get it. So one, I definitely know that I didn't get it. So without mentioning any names, so if you're not receiving anything from me that you submitted on Monday, you're not receiving anything today from me, you might want to give me an email if you have not received your audio. Just put that out there. Not hearing from me in other communication in other ways. So alright, greetings everyone. This is yeah, this is something new. I guess my feeling is to upgrade the YouTube that YouTube. So anyway, the most manipulated video platform on the planet, but that's okay. So tonight we are connecting to whoever is here to bring a message to humanity. And let's see, I felt the Amphibians here, and I'm not sure who else. Some are still going through the waves of the eclipse, so we're going to go into some of that also, if it's even possible. Let's see what comes through. Yeah, I felt the Transformers too. The AI that. Anyway, it's like, why is that here? So, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. That should be an interesting one. So, I don't know. I never really connected to something like that. I mean, I've been aware of it, but anyway. Just open up those eyes, huh? So, before we get started, those that are new to all this, we'll give this a shot. I believe this will work out fine. I've used this before in the past. This is ivanteller.com. So if you're unaware of how this works, is an about page. You can find out about me and different details. I usually go here because this is where a lot of the healings come through. You know, find direction is through private sessions usually. Well, it's at least one method, of course. We also have Google Hangouts, Skype, Zoom, and through phone. Everything's recorded. We also have the easy purchase. You have gift cards, whatever that works for you. We also have submit a question. I'm going to add a couple of things to this eventually. I'm working on it. Basically, it's this 5-minute question. Around about that, it's also about alternative payments for you to usually 1 to 3 days, 1 to 5 days is usually where you can receive it. You know, I'm going to eventually I'll have like the instant, like you'll have it in 24-hour question, but I'm not there yet. So I'll be lucky if I can get these out on a decent time. So anyway, also we have iPhone and Android app where you can see basically a schedule of the webinars. Eventually I'm going to be adding a couple of things more to it, but well, things take time. Also we have Spirit Social. We have the Ivan Teller services, submit a question, past life regression, healing, message from Yeshua, 5-minute healing, and channeling consulting. They have forms to purchase, and also we have spiritual connections, 1 question from a day, chakra healing from a day, soul painting from Stephanie, and Reiki from Miguel. So you have other stones and different things you can look at for healing, and this basically just helps you find your direction. You know, if you're getting started with all this, that's why a lot of this stuff is here down here. So let's see, anything else. So, all right. As for yeah, and thank you for donations. Thank you for those that are submitting to site. Thank you for your support to keep this going. I know it's not exactly the most. No, it's not exactly one of the most popular spiritual channels because it's like unconventional as far as you can get. Try to be that way. Trying to spiritual communities. I mean, it's all good and everything, but like a lone wolf, you could say. It's kind of like the outsider, if you want to look at it that way. So, yeah, connect to outside things, such as the Transformers. Freaking Archon creation. Not necessarily, but I don't believe that's exactly the idea behind them, but anyway. We'll see what they have. Alright, we're going to go to the amphibians first. Let's see here. One moment. Okay, this might be an actual connection here. So, basically I just leave this open to see what goes on. You know, I don't know where this is going to go usually. I think that's the best way to go about it. So, just work our magic. And if it's not for a lot of people, which it doesn't seem to be, but for those that can connect to it, definitely. The idea is like you can say like spiritual archaeologists for going through, or something around those lines, going to things that we're not usually, opening up parts of our world that people are just going to call crazy. Well, that's its part, because most of humanity is part of Anunnaki Archon manipulation, and it's so sophisticated. Coming out of it is not easy. So it's almost impossible for many, because because they've been taught that this is all fantasy and it's actually all real. So many are having difficulties adjusting to that for good reason. So anyway, But the more the merrier, of course. Okay. Alright, blessings. I'll be back. I think so. Greetings to you. We are not here to bring any harm, but guidance. As you rest, you transform, you change. You form new thoughts, new ideas, new pathways in your rest state, your astral state. Sleep is very important. Sleep throughout your day is very important. Meditation is another form of sleep. Many here are having difficulties finding sleep within their environment. You'd be surprised how many of you actually congregate together in your sleep state. When you're all going into your sleep state at night, you're all joining forces together. And it is such a powerful connection that you don't always are aware of, are you? Not at all. So you all know each other, but as you re-enter Earth, become human again, you all forget. But as in your astral world though, you're all a lot more friendly to each other, for the most part. And you can bring this back into your environment if you wish. Many are having difficulties finding happiness. It is because some are causing disarray, disconnection. You go into your astral. Some do not want you to find your direction. So in your sleep state, we recommend to, yes, use light around yourself. That is good. But also, if you're having any arguments in astral, to bring a clearing to that, can we get along? Can we connect in a positive way? Can I have positive beings around me? So when I wake up, I don't feel so drained. Because you have a conversation, and maybe it is a little bit stressful. And then you come back to be human, and you have all that stress still. And then you go back to sleep and you go back into that conversation again. The idea is to clear all that. Even in your astral state, you can become confused. Because you think your human self can handle it. It cannot. And then when you come in, you forget. It's like you do a lot of things in astral. But it's good to simplify your life. So when you re-enter into your human, you're a lot more peaceful when you awaken, more energetic. Many in astral add one thing after the other, connect to all your friends, do some shopping, just constant movements. The idea is when you come back into your human, that it's not so complicated. So you put this intention into, can I simplify, keep in, when I come back, what I need instead of what I do not need. Just basically kind of wake up with energy instead of drained all the time. You can put these intentions out, but also to clear out what is not needed before you go into your sleep state. Just basically a harmony around yourself. You'd be surprised how assisting this can be for you. Because many humans here will most likely neglect that type of thinking and carry on with their negativity here. You can also ask for healing in your sleep state. Just to ask you, your astral self can sometimes be stubborn. It isn't always helpful. Not really. Because you understand you're at a high vibration, and then you come back into human, and it's like you forget things. It's like, I forgot I probably should not have had all those thoughts in my mind when I re-entered, because I woke in the middle of the night, and I don't know why. You understand. It is quite complicated being human. To simplify your sleep state, to bring more simplicity, however you want to go about it. The idea is for simplicity, worldwide. And you'd be surprised how more open you will be to your third eye and your abilities, because you're not bringing that stress back in. You go to sleep to actually relieve stress, not to bring it back in, and some bring it back in more. If you go to sleep and then end up more aggravated when you wake up, many do. They don't always realize the full aggravation, but it is, especially when you don't feel like moving around. Simplistic ideas to bring a healing to your now moment. Try it out, see how it goes. We are the Amphibians. Take care. We are with you always. We are always here for a laugh. Take care. I am Sandra. Good night. Blessings. Thank you. Nice. Let's see, something else from the Amphibians. Opening, closing doors. The different dimensions. What I'm getting from them is to be rejuvenated. They're showing me a door, like in your day, your regular day. You can visualize a door, like opening up a portal. It's like, for example, I'm getting from them, like you're feeling like worn out. It's like, just give me energy or give me something so I can survive. Well, they're showing me basically you can use your abilities, just your intuition, but your belief system. Open up a portal, walk through it. Basically, like I'm opening up a door. It's like, okay, I'm gonna walk through this. I'm gonna have more energy, or get a download or something. Positive light, of course. Positive light from the angels, an angel door or something. And just basically, it's like walking through. I know it sounds all crazy, but you'd be surprised. Yeah, because I feel like the radio waves and what's going on, what we're getting fed, a lot goes through our crown chakra and lowers our vibration. Of course, it goes through all of us, but everything within us, but definitely our crown chakra does seem to get quite disconnected. Let's see, anything else? Also, like what you call it, the Transformers, like in fiction that we have here. Many have had lifetimes with them. I'm not sure if they're like big cars or whatever they are, but anyway, as you can say, the spirit of the Transformer. Many brought that knowledge here. Is to, they bring their aliens here, of course, disguised as fiction, to make you feel more at home here. Such as Star Wars, whatever it is, Superman, whatever. Batman's a big one. That's a Batman feels like more like an Archon, but anyway. There's positive and not so positive, but anyway. We have these downloads that make us feel that we're, because without these things of entertainment, it feels, life. I mean, life doesn't for many already feel dull as it is. So this extra charge does seem to help a lot for finding purpose. Entertainment, especially like the Transformers realm when I was a kid. I mean, the toys were pretty well made and detailed, and the kids loved them. So that's, it just, these things are here to actually raise your vibration. In some ways they're there as a mind control to a certain degree, but it's reminders. It's all reminders. Everything here is a reminder. There's also a movie called, They Live, where a guy puts on his sunglasses, he sees all his demonic aliens trying to take over. Well, I guess John Carpenter's he's the one who directed it. He doesn't like the aliens too much. So, with good reason. Because he's had a lot of, I believe, negative Archon connections in the past from what I'm gathering. So, yeah, it's called They Live. Eventually I'll put the stuff on the web so I can show it, but not time. So anyway, let's see. Alright, who else we got here? Yeah, they're echoes from the souls. Echoes to the universe, basically. The universe, through fiction, is talking to us to open ourselves back up. It's like little baby steps here and there. It's just little bits here and there, especially with Star Wars, which is kind of funny how they're building a theme park, Star Wars, but you can actually connect to these places. Eventually, we will have the technology to visit these places. But it's funny how we're building it here. It's actually part of an awakening process. I believe they're using money as a reason for doing it, for Disney to stay relevant. But also, they're building the Star Wars parks and Disney World and Disneyland. And it's just kind of funny because it's it's humorous because people feel like they're part of the galaxy, and you fly the Falcon and you get to see who has the best score. It makes people want to come back to get a better score. I don't know, it's a bunch of nonsense, but it is kind of humorous to see those type of things. It's baby steps. It's all baby steps. So, but a lot of people disconnect the aliens altogether. They don't want anything to do with it for a good reason. They don't want the drama. They don't want all the stuff that comes with it. It's just there. Yeah, it's just. I just want to read my newspaper, go to work, not deal with any aliens, watch on movie screens, fine. Anything else, no thanks. And I believe a majority of humanity is like this. A good portion of it. So it's another reason of the Ascension, why the Ascension has issues. We're out. Those that are awakened to the Ascension we're outnumbered quite a bit, for right now at least. I've mentioned this. It's a culture shock. It's several things. It's just, many here are having difficulties in the third dimension, and maybe it's good to make a blog, make a video, share your frustration. You don't have to put your name out there. You can make up some name. Maybe it's good. Maybe they'll help you release a lot of this stuff. Whatever is on the mind, because some are very, very aggravated being here for good reason. I mean, they see a better world. They like to connect to their aliens or angels, and yet they feel like they're stopped. The 3D world is not working in the direction that they would like it to. They're not finding happiness, fulfillment here, which is understandable. So with finding oneself, it all depends on what you want. But that's what good Facebook has. Obviously, a purpose. And if it does seem like it is for world domination. Yep. It does feel like there's some kind of tech, somebody is on their way. I'm not to say to take over Facebook, but some kind of tech company. Obviously, there's always a tech company that's coming through. Not to compete with Google. Google's a tough one. I'm seeing more of against someone's gonna maybe 5 to 10 years going against Facebook. Not the current ones. Somebody. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. Facebook right now is a monopoly on social networking, and Google is a monopoly on video. So it does feel like Facebook is going to have a run for its money. Maybe because it's Instagram. I believe that's part of them. I believe maybe it's Snapchat. Maybe it's them. It's somebody. Somebody's going to start to put some fire under Facebook eventually. Apparently it's on its way. I just got a connection on that. I'm not sure. See what else is in the. I wasn't going to go this direction, but let's see what we got. Anything going on right now? Yeah, the government's all falling apart. Not a big deal. I wouldn't listen to a lot of that stuff. A lot of it's just I don't think most people listen to any of it. Eminem terror fears, yeah, that's interesting. Some of that is it's sacrifices that are going on. Just like what happened in Manchester, it's Illuminati stuff. Yep. Anyway, let's see if there's anything really going on in the news. Not really. We talk about Bitcoin again. Let's see. Also, let's see. The Angelic Road. Like a network to the angelic realms. As humanity, as you see, is part of Anunnaki war vibrations from reptilians. Reptilians have like a web over humanity right now, a network web, a mind web. You can say technically they have like a web around your head, your mind basically. Nanotechnology is definitely through chemtrails and other forms, to get into your system. Of course, you can flesh it out. Most choose not to, because of course they don't believe in any of this stuff. So how are you going to flesh out your system if you don't believe in anything? So it is quite a hoax on humanity of this, knowledge of the soul, knowledge of angels, not alone aliens, but just your guides and your angels. That right there empowers you and does help bring a clearing, because you want to connect to them more. So the more you want to heal, the more you do heal. I believe so. At least everyone has their own path, of course. But the less you believe in your guides, your angels, everything around you, it's harder to heal. Obviously. I have no idea which one to look at. I got 2 screens here. So, anyway, I'm trying to figure this out. Bear with me. But anyway, so this the more about people are wondering about how to awaken, what how to do this, how you have your angels, you have your guides, you have all these things around you. Just say hello, basically. Remember the belief systems as Anunnaki, reptilian, whatever it might be, gray, whatever. There's more. There's different layers of beings, especially reptilian. I guess I'm not going to sleep tonight after talking about that. But anyway, they don't want to make life easy, as you can tell. Yeah. Let's see. Anything? Obviously, they're listening. I can definitely feel it. But basically, it's to feel more confident in yourself and your connections. It's simple. But what's your belief system in it? Do you believe in these things? Most don't. So it's easy. They can listen to David Wilcock and whatever, or whoever, Coast to Coast AM, and still stay lost. It's like, your guides, everything is around you. Your tools are here. Well, whatever you want to call them. I won't call them tools, but your friends are here. And do you recognize them? You might listen to Gaia TV all day long. Do you ever connect to your guides at all? Ever? No. This is how you win back your soul. Yeah. This is how you win yourself back. And also, when things aren't going the way you think they should be going, which is a tough one, the more you recognize the beings around you, the more healing you receive, the more you understand why these things are happening. Why I have to move back to my parents? Why do I move out from my parents and move to wherever? Guam. Anyway, wherever. It's just, it takes time getting used to all this. It's like, it's not in the mainstream. It's not on Fox News or anywhere. They don't want you connected to what you got. Religion, heck no. This is all demonic stuff, which makes absolutely no sense. But anyway, yeah, it's like, I was thinking about this earlier. It's like, I'm going to go into it. It's like, think about where third dimension is coming from. Coming from, abuse, porn, addictions, just craziness. And it's like negative upon negative upon negative. I'm not saying that. I want to go into details on the porn thing, but anyway, you got the idea. But the idea is to, look at where the rest of the world is coming from, having a difficulty connecting to themselves. It's like you're a battery, or you're however you want to word yourself. You're just you're a journey, you're a universe, basically. And with all these spiritual where do you think your intuition's getting? Do people have intuitions? Everybody has intuition. Some of it's negative, some of it's positive. It's like, I don't think you're this, da 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 da. But you're still going through your inner intuition. Even if it's filtered through a bunch of negativity, you're still connected to your stuff. When you get thoughts of somebody that it's like, all of a sudden I'm thinking about somebody I haven't talked to in years. Probably because they're thinking about you right now, or they're going through a struggle right now, and that's why they're connecting to you. So that is our spiritual network in a full operation. Are they going to tell you this in religion? No. Buddhism, I believe so, yes. To a certain degree. More than others, of course. Even the Catholics, they talk about angels at least, and others do too, but they do talk about the afterlife, which others do to a certain degree, but anyway. Whatever. But it's like getting to know yourself, basically. Very difficult to do that when you have all this negativity, especially like video games. It's like shoot 'em ups. It's just, yeah, that's really positive. I mean, yeah, I guess it does help you release some stuff. You're not going to go out and do it in real life, but still, it's like, the idea is to find a more positive version of yourself and to bring that in. It takes time, especially on the road where nobody can drive. It's I believe it's going to happen eventually. As for what generation, it's hard to say. It's like getting to know yourself, basically. Trusting your guides, trusting your intuition. And if you do make a mistake, not to be attacking yourself over it. The idea is for self-love, basically. Which is not... It's like, there was a song or something. It's okay to trust yourself a little bit, or love yourself for a little... I forgot. Anyway. It's like, love yourself all the time. You just... I don't know. It's just... Anyway. I'm getting preachy because I'm tired. So, Anyway, well, that's I'm also getting that from the guides and whatever is here. I guess I have to say this every once in a while for those that are new, and sometimes to remind people of like, why isn't life going the way it's what I like to go? Well, meditate with your guides, get to know your guides, because most of humanity is going to disconnect all that. They're just going to stay plugged into the manipulations, and that is their path. And that's fine and everything, but then they come after light workers and all that, and with their negativity, and it's like, look at all the stuff that they're coming through. They're coming through a lens that's all dirty and just, jeez. It's like, and especially when you feel the hate coming from them, especially when you're going through spiritual works, and you feel their hate. It's like they're just showing you their baggage. So, anytime anybody lashes out, they're showing you their baggage. Anybody comes after you with anything, they're just showing you all their stuff. They don't realize they're like, they're just flashing you, basically. So anyway, they don't realize it. They think they're just showing off their rage over what you did or what you're doing, but not showing their insecurities and their stuff. They're not realizing they're exposing themselves. So anyway, it takes time getting used to that. It's weird. We're all going through. Anyway, we're all figuring ourselves out. So, all right, blessings. I know it's kind of it's been a long day. So, I don't know. It was fun. Well, hopefully this brings assistance. So, much love, everyone. Blessings and